Every 10 years after 40, your body silently sheds up to 8% of its muscle mass. And by the time you're 60, this quiet decline begins to snowball into something much more serious. Weak legs, poor balance, joint pain, and reduced metabolism aren't just signs of aging. They're signals that your body is losing the very engine that keeps it alive, muscle. Most people assume it's normal to get slower, stiffer, and more tired as they age, but it's not. It's actually a symptom of muscle atrophy, a loss of lean mass that directly impacts your energy, blood sugar, hormones, and even brain function. Muscle isn't just for bodybuilders, it's your longevity tissue. It stores glucose, protects your joints, powers your immune system, and keeps your metabolism humming. When muscle begins to vanish, blood sugar becomes unstable, insulin resistance sets in, fat accumulates around your midsection, and suddenly you're on a cascade of problems, weight gain, fatigue, diabetes, even cognitive decline. It's not just about being strong, it's about survival. And the good news? You can reverse much of this with just a few intentional movements each day. Now, here's something most doctors won't tell you. You don't need a gym or a trainer to rebuild your strength after 60. You don't need to lift heavy weights or run marathons. You need smart, functional exercises that target the core pillars of senior health: strength, balance, mobility. This isn't about looking good in the mirror. This is about being able to get off the floor without help, walk confidently without fearing a fall, and lift your grandchild without throwing out your back. These aren't luxuries. They're your birthright, and they are fully within reach, no matter how long it's been. Think of muscle like your retirement fund. The more you build now, the more protection you will have later. Muscle isn't just burned for energy, it's metabolically active. It burns calories while you sleep, keeps blood sugar stable after meals, and prevents dangerous visceral fat from accumulating around your liver and organs. Studies show that people with higher muscle mass in their 60s and 70s have significantly lower risk of dying from all causes: heart disease, cancer, dementia. So if you're thinking exercise is optional after 60, it's not. It's your most powerful medicine. And yet, too many seniors fall into the trap of "I'm too old" or "I don't want to hurt myself." But research has flipped that thinking upside down. The risk isn't in moving, it's in not moving. Sedentary behavior increases mortality, while simple low-impact movements dramatically increase life expectancy, reduce frailty, and improve quality of life. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines thinking it's too late, it's not. It's time to get back in the game, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's cut to the chase. If you're over 60 and not moving your body daily, you're sending it a signal to break down faster. Our modern lifestyle promotes sitting, slouching, and surrendering to the idea that aging means decline, but science tells us something very different. Exercise in your 60s and beyond does more than just improve fitness. It literally changes your biology down to the cellular level. It rewires your brain, reduces inflammation, reverses insulin resistance, and even stimulates mitochondrial biogenesis, meaning it helps your cells make more energy. One of the biggest myths I hear is that exercise only matters for weight loss. Wrong. For seniors, movement is about preserving functional independence. It's the difference between walking up the stairs with ease or not walking up at all. It's the difference between a vibrant, active life and a slow, painful decline. Studies from the American Geriatric Society show that as little as 15 to 30 minutes of daily functional exercise improves mobility, prevents falls, and dramatically reduces hospitalizations in adults over 60. You don't need a prescription pill, you need movement. And here's why it works. Exercise is one of the most potent tools for hormonal balance. When you move your muscles, you increase insulin sensitivity, lower cortisol, and reduce chronic inflammation, the root of nearly every age disease. Your blood sugar stabilizes, your brain sharpens, your sleep improves, and you feel more energized, not from caffeine or sugar, but from your body's own healing chemistry. Even your mood changes. Just 20 minutes of movement a day boosts serotonin and dopamine, nature's antidepressants, helping to combat the isolation and depression that many older adults face. Now let's talk stress. Chronic stress raises cortisol, which breaks down muscle, increases belly fat, disrupts sleep, and suppresses immunity. But when you exercise, you flip the switch. You teach your body to become more resilient. You literally train your nervous system to calm down faster. That's why seniors who move regularly have lower levels of inflammation, better immune function, and more stable emotional health. And let's not forget your brain. Aerobic and resistance training both stimulate BDNF, brain distorted neurotrophic factor, which acts like fertilizer for your neurons. Translation: exercise makes your brain grow. This isn't about becoming an athlete, it's about reclaiming your life. You don't have to lift heavy weights or run sprints, you just need the right movements, the ones that build strength, restore balance, and support your joints. These 3 specific exercises I'm about to share are designed for exactly that. They're simple, they're safe, and they've helped thousands of seniors regain strength, stability, and confidence without pain, without fear, and without hours at the gym. If there's one movement that every senior over 60 should be doing, it's the chair squat. And I'm not talking about deep barbell squats or punishing workouts. I'm talking about one of the most natural, functional, and science-backed movements for aging well, simply sitting down and standing up with intention, with control, and with purpose. Why? Because the ability to rise from a chair without assistance is one of the strongest predictors of independence and longevity. And yet it's also one of the first things people lose as muscle mass fades and joint pain creeps in. Chair squats target the glutes, thighs, hips, and core, the very muscle groups that stabilize your lower body and protect your knees and spine. And they do something even more important. They retrain your nervous system. Each time you perform a squat, your body relearns how to distribute weight, engage muscle fibers, and maintain upright posture. That's not just strength training, that's neuroplasticity in action. You're rebuilding the communication between your brain and body, reinforcing the motor patterns that keep you mobile and safe from falls. Now let's talk science. A study published in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity found that seniors who practiced sit-to-stand movements just 3 times a week showed significant improvements in lower body strength, balance, and gait speed in just 6 weeks. Another study from the British Journal of Sports Medicine linked the ability to perform bodyweight squats without using the arms to a dramatic reduction in mortality risk. That's right, the simple act of standing up from a chair is one of the most powerful health metrics we have for older adults. And here's the best part. Chair squats are incredibly accessible. You don't need equipment, you don't need a gym, just a sturdy chair and a little space. Start by placing your feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, arms extended forward. Slowly lower yourself down until you just touch the chair, then press through your heels to stand back up. No bouncing, no collapsing. You want control, not momentum. Start with 5 reps, build up to 10, eventually aim for 2-3 sets. It's not about speed, it's about quality of movement. But let me explain what's happening internally. As you squat, your muscles send signals to release myokines, powerful anti-inflammatory messengers that protect your heart, brain, and immune system. Your body also increases glucose uptake into the muscle, reducing blood sugar spikes after meals, one of the biggest drivers of belly fat and metabolic disease in seniors. And as your strength builds, so does your confidence. You no longer feel hesitant about stairs, curbs, or long walks. You trust your legs. You feel stable in your body again. Most importantly, squats stimulate muscle protein synthesis, which is essential after 60. At this stage of life, your body becomes less efficient at building muscle from food alone. That means you need both high-quality protein and mechanical stimulation, and squats deliver exactly that. Combine them with adequate hydration, sleep, and protein-rich meals, and you'll notice something profound. Your energy returns. Your joints ache less, your metabolism speeds up, and you feel not older, but younger. So don't underestimate this movement. Chair squats are your foundation. They teach your body how to move with power, how to stand with purpose, and how to age with strength. They're not flashy, they're not fancy, but they are absolutely life-changing. One of the biggest threats to independence after 60 isn't disease, it's falling. In fact, falls are the leading cause of injury deaths in older adults. But here's what's empowering. The majority of falls are preventable, and the solution isn't complicated. You don't need high-tech gear or hours of training. You need to reconnect with your body's natural balancing system, and one of the simplest, most effective ways to do that is the heel-to-toe walk. This isn't a trendy exercise, it's a neuromuscular reset, retraining your brain, muscles, and joints to work in harmony. As you walk in a straight line, placing one foot directly in front of the other, heel to toe, you challenge your vestibular system, proprioception, and core stabilizers all at once. You're not just practicing coordination, you're building a neurological safety net that helps you react faster, stay upright, and feel steady on your feet, even on uneven ground. Studies show that balance training, like the heel-to-toe walk, significantly reduces fall risk in adults over 60, even those who already struggle with unsteadiness. In one randomized clinical trial, older adults who performed balance-focused exercises for just 20 minutes a day improved reaction times, reduced sway, and regained the ability to catch themselves mid-stumble, something that could literally save their life. And the improvement isn't just physical. As balance improves, confidence returns. You start walking more, exploring more, living more. Here's how to do it. Find a hallway or open space. Stand tall. Place one foot in front of the other so that your heel touches the toes of your opposite foot. Keep your arms out slightly or at your sides if needed. Take 10 slow, controlled steps forward. Then pause. Turn around, repeat. You may wobble at first, and that's the point. That wobble is your nervous system being reawakened, your muscles firing, your brain learning. Over time, the shakiness fades and is replaced with control. Why does this work so well? Because balance is like a muscle. Use it or lose it. The heel to tilt to walk activates the small stabilizing muscles in your ankles, feet, hips, and core that rarely get used in a sedentary life. These muscles, when ignored, weaken quickly. But when activated, they protect your joints, improve your posture, and create the kind of full body awareness that prevents accidents before they happen. There's also a hidden benefit most people don't consider: brain health. Movement patterns that challenge balance also stimulate areas of the brain tied to memory, coordination, and spatial awareness. In fact, seniors who engage in regular balance training show better scores in cognitive function and executive planning, two areas that often decline with age. You're not just steadying your feet, you're protecting your mind. And let's not forget the hormonal benefits. Balance exercises reduce cortisol levels, calm the sympathetic nervous system, and promote a parasympathetic restorative state. That means less stress, deeper sleep, better digestion, and improved mood, all from a few focused minutes a day walking in a straight line. Think of it as meditation in motion, a way to calm your body and sharpen your senses at the same time. So while squats build your strength, the heel-to-toe walk builds your resilience, the ability to stay grounded, centered, and safe in every step you take. It's simple, it's free, it takes just a few minutes, and it could make the difference between a confident, mobile life or one spent recovering from a fall. Don't skip this one. Add it to your daily routine and watch what happens. Look around and you'll see it everywhere. Rounded shoulders, forward head posture, and collapsed chests. It's become a normal part of aging, but it shouldn't be. Poor posture isn't just a cosmetic issue, it's a functional threat. When your spine rounds forward and your chest caves in, you lose the ability to breathe deeply, move freely, and think clearly. But there's good news. You can correct decades of slouching with one simple, powerful movement: the wall angel. Wall angels may look easy, but they deliver an impressive range of benefits. This exercise strengthens your upper back, shoulders, and core while gently mobilizing your thoracic spine, the part of your spine responsible for posture, breathing, and shoulder function. As you perform the movement, your shoulder blades glide against the wall, training your body to maintain an open chest and tall posture. Over time, this doesn't just improve how you look, it transforms how you feel. Here's what happens when your posture improves: your lung capacity expands, allowing for deeper oxygenation of your blood. That means more energy, better brain function, and improved endurance. Your diaphragm moves more freely, which calms the nervous system and lowers stress. And your spinal alignment resets, reducing strain on the neck, shoulders, and lower back. You move with ease. You breathe without effort. You stand taller, both physically and emotionally. Research backs this up. In a study published in the Journal of Physical Therapy Science, seniors who performed wall angel exercises for just 15 minutes a day saw improvements in postural alignment, breathing function, and back pain reduction after only a few weeks. Another study showed that improving thoracic extension directly increased respiratory efficiency in older adults, especially those with sedentary lifestyles. Posture isn't just about bones, it's about airflow, energy, and cognition. Here's how to do a wall angel. Stand with your back against a wall, feet about 6 inches away, and your lower back gently pressing into the surface. Raise your arms to shoulder height. Bend your elbows at 90 degrees and place the backs of your hands, wrists, and arms against the wall. Now, slowly glide your arms up, like making a snow angel, keeping as much contact with the wall as possible, and then bring them back down. That's 1 rep. Start with 5, 10. Focus on slow, controlled movement. You'll feel muscles between your shoulder blades wake up, muscles you probably haven't used in years. And here's why this matters. When posture collapses, oxygen intake drops, and with it, your mental clarity, mood, and resilience. Shallow breathing triggers the sympathetic nervous system, your stress response, leading to increased cortisol, higher blood pressure, and poor sleep. But when you restore posture and free up the rib cage and spine, you stimulate the vagus nerve, which activates your parasympathetic or rest and digest system. You shift from stress to calm, from tension to balance. Low angels are also a powerful antidote to screen time, TV time, and time spent seated, all of which pull your shoulders forward and weaken your postural muscles. By consistently practicing wall angels, you reset your body's natural alignment, you regain access to full body mobility, reduce tension in your neck and upper back, and even improve digestion and circulation by opening up the core and chest. It's not an exaggeration to say that posture affects every organ in your body. So while squats rebuild your strength and heel to Ewoks rebuild your balance, wall angels rebuild your structure, the foundation that holds everything else in place. And you don't need a yoga mat, gym clothes, or equipment, just a wall and your breath. Do it in the morning to awaken your posture. Do it after sitting to reset your spine. But whatever you do, don't ignore it. A few minutes a day can restore decades of lost mobility and give you the tall, strong, open posture that your body, your lungs, and your life depend on. These 3 exercises, chair squats, heel to toe walks, and wall angels, are your core toolkit for strength, balance, and posture. But if you want to multiply their impact, you have to look at what surrounds them, your daily habits. Movement doesn't exist in isolation. It's supported or sabotaged by how you eat, sleep, hydrate, and manage stress. And just a few small changes to your routine can dramatically accelerate your results, reduce joint pain, improve recovery, and boost your overall vitality. Let's start with hydration. Most people walk around in a state of mild dehydration, and the older you get, the more this becomes a problem. Why? Because aging bodies lose water more quickly, and thirst signals become less reliable. That means your muscles, joints, and fascia, the connective tissue that holds everything together, become stiff, tight, and more injury prone. Drinking enough water, especially first thing in the morning and around your exercise window, is like oil for your joints. Even better, add a pinch of sea salt or a scoop of electrolyte powder to your water once a day to replenish the minerals your muscles need to fire and relax properly. Next up, magnesium. This mineral is essential for over 300 enzymatic reactions, and it plays a starring role in muscle relaxation, nerve function, and sleep quality. Many seniors are deficient, often due to medications or low intake from processed foods. Add magnesium-rich foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and dark chocolate. Yes, chocolate. Or consider a quality magnesium glycinate supplement, especially if you suffer from cramps, poor sleep, or tension. When magnesium is sufficient, your muscles move better and your nervous system calms down faster. Another powerful strategy, incorporate what I call movement snacks. These are short, intentional bursts of movement throughout the day. Not workouts, but resets. After meals, take a 5-minute walk. Between TV shows, do 10 chair squats or wall angels. Set a timer to stand up and stretch every hour. Movement snacks keep your circulation flowing, prevent stiffness, and regulate blood sugar. Especially critical after eating, then they signal to your body that you're still engaged, still active, still thriving. And then there's sleep. Most people don't realize how deeply sleep and exercise are connected, especially in older adults. Poor sleep increases cortisol, raises inflammation, and leads to more aches and slower recovery. But exercise improves sleep quality, particularly deep restorative sleep where growth hormone is released, the very hormone that repairs muscle and keeps you young. So keep your sleep hygiene simple. Get sunlight in the morning, avoid screens before bed, and create a consistent wind down routine. If you're moving daily and sleeping deeply, your body has the perfect environment for repair. And lastly, don't forget protein. You can't rebuild muscle without the raw materials. Seniors need more protein, not less, due to a phenomenon called anabolic resistance, where the body becomes less efficient at turning protein into muscle. Aim for 30-40 grams of high-quality protein at breakfast and include clean protein with every meal. This not only supports muscle synthesis, but also keeps blood sugar stable, curbs cravings, and improves energy levels throughout the day. Whether it's eggs, Greek yogurt, beans, tofu, or a clean protein shake, feed your muscles and they will reward you with strength and resilience. The bottom line is this: movement is medicine, but it works best when supported by the daily rituals that heal. Hydrate, eat well, sleep deeply, breathe slowly, and move often. When you combine these foundational habits with the right exercises, you create a lifestyle that doesn't just prevent disease, it builds vitality. You don't just survive, you thrive. And that's what we're aiming for. You don't need to do everything. You just need to start with something. One movement, 1 minute, one choice to reclaim your body, your strength, your balance, your breath. The exercises I've shared, chair squats, heel to toe walks, wall angels, may seem simple, but they carry extraordinary power. These are not just exercises. They're lifelines. Back to independence, back to vitality, back to the version of you that feels strong and confident in your own skin. Aging isn't a decline, it's an opportunity for refinement, a chance to tune in more deeply to what your body needs. And what it needs is movement, not punishment, not exhaustion, just intentional, functional, healing movement that supports your metabolism, protects your joints, calms your mind, and rewires your nervous system for balance and stability. When you move with awareness, you don't just build muscle, you build trust. And here, you start to trust your legs again, your spine, your stride, yourself. Don't wait until there's a crisis, a fall, a fracture, a fear that steals your independence. Start today. Start now. Set a goal to practice these 3 exercises every day for 1 week, just a few minutes a day. Keep it gentle, keep it consistent. You'll be amazed at how quickly your body responds when it feels supported. Muscle memory kicks in, confidence returns, energy builds, pain softens, sleep deepens, and your mindset shifts. And here's the best part. It's never too late. The research is clear. Seniors in their 70s, 80s, even 90s have regained muscle, improved balance, reversed frailty, and transformed their health simply by making movement a part of their daily life. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be fast. You just need to begin and keep going. If there's one thing I hope you take away from this, it's that you are not fragile. You are adaptable. You are resilient. You are wired for repair, for growth, for strength. At any age, these exercises are your daily message to your body that you are still in the game, that you care, that you're showing up for yourself. And with every repetition, you're telling your cells, your brain, your muscles, I'm not giving up. I'm getting stronger. So let this be your moment. Let this be the week you start rebuilding. You don't need a perfect plan, just consistent action. 1 squat, 1 step, 1 wall angel at a time. Because strength isn't built in a day. It's built in daily decisions. And your strongest, healthiest years can still be ahead of you.